Hello dear students, today we will see something about paragraph writing, and before we start writing, I'll tell you something about paragraph. We should know what a paragraph is. It says a paragraph is a unit of thought, which I have already written here. You can see it from here also. It deals with one main idea and is complete in itself. So when you start or when you write a paragraph, make sure that you deal with only one idea or one theme. Okay. Next, we will see what are the essential qualities of a paragraph. So, what a paragraph should be. So, what are the qualities that it should have? First one, unity. Second one, coherence. And third one is variety. So, let us see, okay, what unity is. What do you understand? So, it says the first and the most important thing that the writer should keep in mind is the main topic or the central theme of the subject matter on which he is to build up the structure. So what he should remember? He should keep in mind the main topic. So which is the main topic? So in the first, okay, unity, when you talk about, you must, or the reader first find out or should keep in mind, so what is the main topic or the central idea or central idea of the subject matter on which he has to build up the structure. Next we have, okay, coherence. Coherence means the second principle is coherence, which means the logical argument, the logical arrangement of the sentences. So the sentences should be arranged logically. All ideas must move around the main idea and be arranged according to their order of importance. Events must be mentioned in order in which they occur. So the events that we talk about, those things should be arranged in the according to the happenings of the events. So that is the coherence. And next we have variety. When we talk about variety, okay, we say coherence is one of the cardinal feature of a paragraph, but the writer must avoid monotony. The writer, okay, one who is writing, okay, must not avoid monotony. That means, okay, when we write, we must not feel bored. The sentence should be written and arranged in such a way so that it becomes an example of unity, coherence and variety. So there should be a variety in it. When you write, make some, okay, life or make some changes in the writing. Make it attractive so that the reader, one who reads your writing, may feel better. Repetition of the same thing will make the paragraph dull and boring. So if you go on repeating the same thing again and again, the reader will definitely feel bored of it. And let us talk about the different types of paragraph which I have already done here. We have, okay, descriptive, narrative and reflective. So these are the three kinds of paragraphs that we have. And we, okay, when we talk about, okay, the length, what should be the length? You will write, okay, 120 to 150, not more than that, okay. Your paragraph, when you write, okay, paragraph, your paragraph should not, okay, limit the word limit which I have given here, 120 to 150, that much only, right? When we talk about, okay, what are descriptive then? Which kind of paragraph will be known as descriptive? Just listen carefully. A descriptive paragraph narrates an account of event or the life of a person. So when we talk about the life of a person, such as a journey by train, a journey by a boat, no, such as this one, I was just telling you, descriptive. Okay, descriptive describes things, places, incidents such as the horse, the elephant, the school, the zoo. So let me tell you once more. The descriptive paragraph describes things, places, then incidents. What are those examples? Just like the horse, elephant, school, then we have the zoo, etc. When we talk about narrative, we say, okay, narrates an account of event or the life of a person, such as a journey by train, a journey by boat, a street accident, a life of Vivekananda. So that comes under narrative. And reflective, when we say, it deals with truths, facts and thoughts such as cleanliness, and then mercy, honesty, friendship, etc. And connectives. Let us talk about the connectives as well. The following conjunctions. So which are the conjunctions or maybe the pronouns which are being used? We shall see that also. So following conjunctions, pronouns and phrases may be used where necessary to join the sentences in the paragraph together, like so, maybe that, maybe so that, then therefore, hence, thus, however, nevertheless, yet, moreover, although, then though, because. And let us talk about the pronoun as well here: who, which, that, this, such. And then the former, the latter, as a result, or maybe in consequence of, on the contrary, in addition to this, over and above this. So these are some connectives that we use while we write the paragraph. So let me tell you some example of paragraph. Like early rising. Number one is early rising. Maybe the second one we can take discipline. Maybe we can take examination. So examination. Or we can also talk about Independence Day. Independence Day. Like we can also write about Mother Teresa. So these are some paragraphs, and the things which I have already told you, please keep in mind and practice writing all these things. Thank you so much.